All right, so in terms of simplifying expressions, okay, this is probably the most straightforward part where you're going to factor the top. And the hint should literally be, I have a trinomial. I have a trinomial, probably factor. Okay. On the bottom, I have to have a 2x and an x. I'll be honest with you, there's probably a good chance this is going to be 5 or 2 here. Okay. There's a good chance something's going to simplify on the test. So in this case here, 2x doesn't make much sense to put anything but try anything but 5 and 5 first. My factors of 25. 2x times 5 is 10x, 5 times x is 5x. That gives me my 15x in the middle here. Before I cancel anything out, what can x not equal? Negative 5 halves or a negative 5. I would honestly do that before I can cancel things out. Because even if it cancels out, we still have to be aware it can't be equal to that. Here, x plus 5 over x plus 5, that cancels. And my answer is x plus 2 over 2x plus 5. So here, my factors of 6 are 3x and 2x. My factors of 2 are 2 and 1. But I can't put the 2 here. That would give me a GCF. So I got to put the 2 here and the 1 here. It's a negative 2 and I need a negative x in the middle. It means this is going to be a negative sign, this is going to be a positive sign. When I factor this one, it's going to be 2x and x. There's a very good chance this is going to be plus 1. And that's what I would try first. Plus 1 minus 3. 1x and negative 6x gives me a negative 5x. My x cannot equal negative 1/2, and it cannot equal 3. The 2x plus 1s cancel, and we're left with 3x minus 2 over x minus 3. And that's our answer. The multiplication, we can simplify vertically, we can simplify diagonally, and we multiply horizontally. Okay, instead of like the previous problem where you have to factor 2 things, here you have to factor 4. So the top here is 2x plus 3, x plus 3, over 2x, I'm going to say, plus minus 1, and then we're going to have x plus 3. And that leaves us with a middle term of positive 5x. Over here, we have 2x and x. It's got to be 4 and 1. Because to put a 2 here, you'd have a GCF. Okay, so I'm going to put a 1 here and a 4 here. 8x and 1x can be 7x. If I put a positive here and a minus here. And then below, 2x and x, 15, I'm going to start with 5 and 3. If I do plus 3 and minus 5 here, I get a middle term of negative 7x, and I also increase what I'm simplifying. Before I cross out, x cannot equal 1/2, negative 3, negative 3 halves, or 5. If you're not sure how I'm getting those numbers, take each parenthesis on the bottom and subtract. Or set it equal to 0, I should say, and then solve, not subtract, solve. Excuse me. Okay. Here, the x plus 3 vertically goes away. Diagonally, the 2x plus 3 goes away, and the 2x minus 1 goes away. And we're left with x plus 4 over x minus 5, and that is our final answer. The left side factoring is pretty easy. It's x plus 5 times x plus 3 over x plus 7, x minus 2. Times on this side, we have 2x and x. Okay. I'm going to go with 7 over here and 3 over here. And they're both plus signs. And then here it's going to be 3x and x. The 3 can't go here. The 3's got to stay here. To get my positive 8, I get a plus 3 and a minus 1 here. Now, there's nothing vertically that cancels. But x plus 7 diagonally cancels. X plus 3 diagonally cancels. Now, before I did those x's of crossing it, I should have done this. X cannot equal negative 7, cannot equal 2, cannot equal 1/3, and it cannot equal negative 3. Once I cancel everything out, I'm going to leave this answer as this. X plus 5 times 2x plus 3, x minus 2 times 3x minus 1. You do not need to FOIL that out. Leaving it this way allows me to determine that you can't factor it anymore. With division, we're going to use our keep, change, flip. So the first thing I'm going to do every single time is I'm going to copy down the first fraction. I'm going to change the division to multiplication. And then I'm going to copy down the second fraction. Now we're going to factor. On top, x plus 4, x minus 2. On the bottom, x plus 5, x minus 2. X plus 5, x plus 6, 2x plus 3, and x plus 4. Now, what I have to be careful of is this. For what my x can't equal with division, it can't equal negative 5, it can't equal 2, it can't equal negative 3/2, it can't equal negative 4. It also can't equal negative 5 or negative 6 from the top. I don't need to write negative 5 again. Because at one point, this x plus 5 times x plus 6 was in the denominator. At no point can you have a 0 in your denominator. Okay? Once I'm done with that, I'm simplifying as I did before. I simplify vertically. I simplify diagonally. And I'm left with x plus 6 over 2x plus 3. And there's my answer. Sorry, with the division here, my first step, 2x squared plus 11x plus 15 over 3x squared minus 13x minus 10. We multiply, we flip first. We're not doing anything until we flip. So that flip has to go first. Now I'm factoring. 2x and x. I'm going to put the 5 here and the 3 here. On the bottom, it's going to be 3x and x. I'm going to put the 5 here plus 2 here. $3x and 2x is what I'll try first. Okay. Now I've got to get to, 3x and x. 3x and x, and now I need to get to a middle term of 11. Putting a 3 here does no good, so I'll put my 3 here and my 2 here. These are both plus signs. Over 2x and x. We have 10, so I'm going to use 5 and 2. I'm going to put my 2 here and my 5 here. And that gives me my correct middle term. Now, there's nothing to cancel vertically. Diagonally, the 2x plus 5 cancels. The 3x plus 2 cancels. The x plus 3 does not cancel. It gets multiplied across. So I'm going to write x plus 3 squared over x minus 5, x minus 2. Now, usually I did the x can't equal first. I did this one next because sometimes you're going to forget to do that first, and that's okay. We still go back through what we crossed out or what happened to be in the denominator. It's not going to be negative 2/3. Can't be 5. 2x plus 5, so it can't be negative 5/2. Can't be 2. And because we flipped, it can't be either of these numerators here either. So negative 2/3 we already got, and it also can't be negative 3. Please be aware when you have the same things on the same level. And what I mean by that is you have the same factors in the numerator, or if you have the same factors in the denominator, you don't cancel them, you multiply across. We only cancel vertically or horizontally. I'm sorry, we only cancel vertically or diagonally. Horizontally, we do not cancel. Horizontally, we multiply